What's up, guys? Welcome to part one of our three-part ultimate BMW road trip. Now we're in South Carolina today, where I have brought the Mini Countryman S. And to quote my friend Jay-Z, I'm not in the country, man. I'm in the country, man. And what do you do in the country? Well, you shoot stuff. So today we're gonna find out how the Mini Countryman S works as a turret. If you want to escape the madness that is Los Angeles, might I recommend Spring Island, South Carolina. The island is 5 miles by 12 miles, and with only 250 home sites, if isolation is what you're looking for, this is where you're going to find it. The 10-station private clay range is any skeet shooter's dream, with enough guns, clays, and shells to have fun all day long. This is Michael, he's our trapper, and that's Chris, he's our other trapper. Before we go do this, he's going to show us how people who are good at this do it, with a few trick shots. Pull. Pull. Yeah! Can I try? Yeah. Just to see how much better you are at this than me. Pull. You got 4. Not bad, huh? First try. I think I want one of these guns now. That's a badass gun. Inspired by my guide's shooting skills, we headed out to the range. At each hole, the clay comes from a different direction. Some are from behind, some from the front, and some roll along the ground. Needless to say, it's not easy. Fail. Normally, you would walk from hole to hole, but that's for people that aren't lazy. Because I am lazy, I have brought a car. With the Countryman's extra ground clearance and all-wheel drive, making your own shortcuts is never a problem. First, we tried to set up the Mini in different angles to see which way would be best to use as a turret. Then, I decided to come up with my own new shooting positions. When you're out on the range, you always have to pick up your shells, and that can get annoying. But when you're shooting out of a sunroof, sort of just kind of built into the process. Considering how long it's been since I shot a gun, I was actually sort of impressed with myself, even making a few particularly hard shots. Boom. Boom. Plus, it was nice to hang out with my dad and let him try it out as well. Seems he likes the Mini. Oh! Pull. Boom. Oh! Pull. Oh, I actually got one from in here. I've been to this range, I don't know, 6, 7 times. I have never once been able to hit this station. But I think the problem is that I've never actually tried it out of a Mini Countryman. So we're gonna remedy that today. This is impossible. Low and long and fast. Mike, you ready? Pull. Boom! Oh, I forgot about the report pair, but who cares because I hit the first one. First time ever. Mini Countryman. Give me one more for good luck. Pull. First time ever, 2 for 2 on station number 10. The moral of the story is if you can't hit a clay, bring a Mini Countryman. And with that, we're gonna go do some other manly stuff. Since we've been playing with guns all morning, I think we should catch and eat our own food. The pond was on the other side of the island, giving me a perfect opportunity to see how the car drives on the way. I, as some of you may know, am a Mini enthusiast. For 3 years, my daily driver was a John Cooper Works Mini, and it was honestly the most fun car I've ever owned, including my Corvette. And I was actually very excited when they came out with the Countryman because I thought they could add some level of practicality to the Mini brand, but I knew that their marketing guys would never let them stray too far from the formula. So when I actually saw the finished product, I was sort of excited. It seemed like they had really built a bigger Mini. The question is, have they? If you see one, whether it's up close or from a distance, that's a Mini. You know right away. And they haven't made the mistake of going too big. They made it just big enough that 4 adults and their suitcases could take a road trip in comfort. And with that, I think they've really succeeded. The leg room is here, the headroom is there, the interior is actually quite comfortable. The sports seats, which are the same in the front and the back, I love that. Fully loaded, automatic transmission, all-wheel drive, it's 3,200 pounds. So it's not ridiculously heavy, but it's also not a featherweight either. The Nissan Juke, for example, which we've also tested on the Smoking Tire, is lighter and a little bit quicker. And I can see driving this car why they would want to run one in stage rally, because it's actually very lively. It feels like a Mini, it sounds like a Mini, and even though the handling on paper, not as good as a Cooper, I get it, but for a crossover, very, very good. Sprightly car. I do really like the feel of it. It feels German, it feels solidly built. If you're hearing rattling right now, that's because we've got several hundred shotgun shells in here, and it's not actually the car. Inside the Countryman is exactly what you'd expect from a Mini. The dash layout is familiar, with the oversized speedometer dominating the center. The steering wheel is exactly the same as the regular Cooper, and the seats are familiar as well. Overall, the experience of being inside the car is nearly identical to being in the coupe, with the exception of the fact that you can fit real people in the back seat. I don't understand the railing system through the center which holds the cup holders, but that notwithstanding, everything else has got good fit and finish, decent materials, and the kind of build quality I'd expect from a German car. The only problem is, were you to get pulled over, you might have a hard time explaining to the cop that you weren't shooting from the vehicle, which apparently is illegal in many states. So there's a lot to like about the Mini Countryman, but there are a few things that get me. One, like all other Minis, they start off cheap but get expensive quickly. The base price of the Countryman S is $26,000. Totally reasonable. More expensive than the Juke, yes, but you're getting a better car. But our car, as tested, is over 35 grand. It's 35 and a half actually. And that doesn't even include navigation. But the sports seats, xenon headlights, Harman Kardon radio, things like that, even the stripe package, it does add up quickly, and you end up with an optioned car that's more expensive than you're used to paying for something like this. Everyone's talking about fuel economy these days, and I will just give it one little mention. We have averaged 25 miles per gallon even over the 4 days so far we've been driving this car in back roads and highway conditions. So not bad actually, pretty respectable. Well, as we approach the shrimp pond where we were gonna try and catch our dinner, I'm just gonna leave you with this. If you want a Mini, but you need 4 seats and you need practicality or you need all-wheel drive, the Countryman S is the way to go. It has got all the feel of a Mini, the look of a Mini, the style of a Mini, and the build quality of a Mini, but in a more practical package. Sounds like a win to me. According to a drunk guy at a bar, you're supposed to put part of it in your mouth like this, okay? Fold over the other half, and then spread out another piece. And then when you throw it, it spreads, sort of. So, it's like this one, right? So I get it spread, I just can't get it like fully open and spread.
Try more horizontal rather than...
Well, we learned that Forrest Gump was actually right. Shrimping is hard. So, looks like we have ourselves a cocktail.
cocktail.
Well, I think today we've learned that I like being in the country, man, almost as much as I like being in the country. Man, we shot some guns, drove a good car, and caught exactly 4 shrimp. Join us next time on part 2 of our ultimate BMW road trip when we explore the question, what is the best way to get to Harbortown? Is it by boat or is it by BMW 650 convertible? Until then, I'm Matt Farah and you've been watching The Smoking Tire. See you then.
Oh, get the camera, it's a huge red.
It is big.
Huge red. Oh my God.
That's a big fish. Some people work hard, others play hard. At The Smoking Tire, we like to do both. That's why me and the whole crew wear Dylan Optics sunglasses. This technology helps us go home with our eyes not on fire. And really, who doesn't want their eyes to not be on fire? So if you go to the link on our website and buy a pair of Dylan Optics sunglasses, I will send you a free Smoking Tire t-shirt.